Hello and welcome once again to MG Tracy. If you're not a subscriber, I'd love you to subscribe, that'll really help the channel. Today we're having a look at the budget end of carpet shampooing or carpet washing. I'll put the links below for this on Amazon, and this is the Tower carpet washer, and its price bounces around a bit, but you can expect to get it in the UK for under £80 delivered. We're going to see how it compares to some of the more expensive models. So all you really need to use this is some fresh warm water, and Tower have their own shampoo concentrate, but actually I'm going to use wax today. And all you need to do is put about 40ml in there to start off with, and then add that to the tank, the top tank, and then you put in, I put warm water in there. I find that helps a bit. So that's the first job we're going to do. So this is your cold water tank where the water and the concentrate goes, and then the dirty water ends up in there, and I'll show you how to empty that at the end. This has got quite a large tank for dirty water. It's almost 2.5 litres. That's quite important, otherwise you're forever stopping to empty the tank. And although it is fun to see just how dirty the water is that's come out of your carpet, you don't have to do it every 5 minutes. Right, let's get this one going. So 40ml is actually not very much. It's just that much. Right, so put that detergent in. And we're going to top that up to this fill line with warm water from the tap, but not boiling water. Now, some people tell you to put the detergent in second because it gets too frothy, but actually it's better to put the detergent in first, and that will actually help make sure that it's fully mixed in with the water. So I'm going to dock that in there. Yeah, actually it's not that easy to do with one hand, and you can see about how full that should be. And this is where the dirty water is going to go. So this is your release to alter the angle as you're going forward. This is your on-off button. Now really the only other control is here, and this button is releasing water, and you release the water going forward, and then you slowly pull the machine back, and you should see then lots of dirty water going into the bottom tank. Let's see how we get on. So what do you need to do before you start using your shampooer is you need to clear as much furniture as you can. You don't really need to move really heavy bits of furniture because one, it's probably not that dirty under there, and even if you clean it, who's going to see it? So you can go round the big bits, but where there are areas of heavy traffic, you may find you need to go over more than once. Once you move the furniture though, you are going to find bits and pieces and hair and debris. These budget shampooers don't cope with very well, so make sure you vacuum the whole area thoroughly so that the machine is just going to be concentrating on getting your carpet clean, not to try to pick up any debris and hair that's on the surface. Right, we're about to start. 3 more tips is make sure you're either barefoot or you've got some very clean Crocs or something, because you're going to be walking on wet carpet. Anything on the sole of your feet is going to end up on a wet carpet, making it look worse than you started off. Make sure you've got some windows open each side of the room, because obviously it's going to get damp and you want the warmth and air to dry that out as quickly as possible. You don't have a very long lead on this compared to some of the more expensive brands, so you're going to have to plan where you plug it in and where you start, so you hopefully don't end up walking over yourself too often. Okay, let's have a go with that then. First is release the arm, then we're going to turn it on, and then we're going to hold this button when we go forwards only to put the liquid in, and let go of it on the way back. carpets and 3 tanks of water to cover that all. So let's have a look what was in the waste tank. Always the most fun bit of these videos. What did we get out of the carpet? So yeah, I had to go over it a few times, but look, that did get a lot of muck out of that carpet. So I think it's probably something I'll do every couple of months to stay on top of it. But for the price, I think that results was pretty good. So when you're cleaning and drying out the machine, don't forget there will be a filter, and that filter will need to be washed and dried before it's put back into the vacuum. So this is how you empty the waste tank. Just remove that one and you can tip that out. So make sure you dry all the bits of the carpet cleaner thoroughly. I'm not on a radiator, might get a bit too hot, but if you can get those all air dry, if you put them away wet, you are going to get some mould. So you might want to give that a bit of a rinse out and then dry that, as well as making sure you dry out the other tank. And then all that's left now is to let the room dry. Remember, have the windows open, and then 24 hours time, give it another going over with your Dyson Sharp or whatever vacuum cleaner, and your carpet should be as good as new. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. This is Paul from London, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheerio!